We want to use Chris Olsen's promotion of a GoFundMe as how people dilute everything going on in Gaza as a humanitarian crisis. Foreign aid being used as foreign policy has long been a tool of the United States and other colonizing powers.
Since Yeg and I made that video, Lizzo has entered the chat. If you haven't watched the video, go to Yegane's profile and please watch it. But I want to talk specifically about how Chris and Lizzo are reacting to the whole block out trend on TikTok. Celebrities don't have as much power as you guys think. So, a while ago, when Lizzo got pressured to talk about Palestine, this was her reaction. Fast forward to more than 200 days into the genocide of my people, Lizzo says, I hope this video finds you well. Here's a GoFundMe. Go support this family that is a victim of, some humanitarian crisis. She's scrambling, just like Chris Olsen is, because they're scared of getting canceled, called out, and blocked. Well, here's your reminder that what's happening in Gaza is not just a humanitarian crisis. You're not gonna depoliticize this cause and make it seem like some natural disaster that isn't man-made, that isn't done by Israeli terrorists. Of course, these influencers and celebrities don't actually have a backbone. They can't actually take a stance that's political. And Mr. Chris Olsen right here is the perfect example. Because right after he posted that GoFundMe where he said, I think this is something that we can all support no matter what, because again, he doesn't want to say who the hell is doing this to Palestinians. He went ahead and literally spammed us with tons of Taylor Swift content on TikTok. In one day, he posted all these videos. What this does is it hides his GoFundMe video and puts it at the very bottom of his feed. And I know some people online don't have very deep critical thinking skills, so they might say, oh my God, this is a distraction. Why are you even bothering talking about this? Blah, 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 blah. Soft power matters, and what we're seeing right now with Lizzo speaking up, with all these celebrities basically scrambling, is soft power in action. Palestinians are building soft power, and we're doing it because the people are on our side. I've made videos prior to the genocide about soft power, but no one was paying much attention to Palestine at the time.
We all know that Israel has a strong military, they have the funding, they have all that material capacity. And this material capacity is what destroys Palestinians every day. But much like the US, they have a pervasive soft power that they exercise in lots of different ways. Israel's cultural influence comes in many shapes and forms, and one recent show of soft power has been the use of influencers and content creators. Those influencers and content creators typically have a large following, and they're being used to promote the fascist state online. Let's not deny that most of us have been influenced.
Chris was one of those influencers that went to a trip to Tel Aviv prior to the genocide. So him speaking about Palestine, even in this very indirect, depoliticized humanitarian framework way, is actually pretty significant for us as Palestinians. And this is, of course, no praise to him because I've blocked him. But this is to say that we are having a huge impact and we're scaring people, whether they're actually doing it out of good intentions or because of their own self-preservation. So as Palestinians, we should be very proud of the soft power that we are building and to not underestimate it. Because we're doing this without paying these creators any money when the Israelis have been paying them off for so many years. But the world believes Palestinians and they see our cause as a just and righteous cause. And the pressure that you're putting on celebrities and influencers is 100% important in terms of shifting the ideology.